Hello everyone and welcome back to From Our Basement Gaming.
Hi everyone.
We are back with part 13 of our Dragon Quest Let's Play.
That we are.
Yep,
Well, we're at level 2 and we're doing alright.
that we are.
We rescued the princess.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I was looking at doing some studying, and I think the reason why he was saying you're not the hero is because we got there too early.
Right, so we probably didn't have something we needed to prove that we're a hero.
Yep. Although that means we're probably gonna have to go to the more dangerous part of the island.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Fun times.
Yep.
I think we'll be okay though.
I think so too. We've improved a lot since we started this adventure when we were fighting slimes with bamboo sticks.
Right.
And then
Yeah. If the sound is an issue, I apologize, because we seem to be having some sound issues again off and on.
unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, not exactly sure why.
I tried to...
I don't know, I was trying to see if anything was overlapping, but I don't think so.
Yeah, I was trying to
Unless-
make sure.
Ow.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if that being against the table, I don't know. Sometimes this equipment is way too sensitive. So I do apologize in advance if there is feedback in parts. And I think sometimes it just picks up our laptop fan, and I do apologize about that. This is a loud laptop, but I don't exactly have the money to get a different one that's quieter. But sometimes with these XLR microphones, they get electrical interference, and there's really not much you can do about that. That I know of anyway. I'm not a sound engineer, you know. We try to not have them overlap. We try to plug them in tightly, all that. Try to have things set on the right settings. If you happen to be a sound engineer or just somebody who knows a lot about this and you're watching this episode, let us know in the comments if you have a fix for that. While I am a voice actor who does my own sound editing and all that, I never took formal training in that, and I'm kind of learning as I'm going, you know. I'm sure eventually I'll know more of what to do. My hope is eventually, when I start making some good money to, you know, eventually I'll get to the point where I upgrade the equipment for my studio, and I probably will for our channel as well, but we're not to the point yet where we're monetized.
No, we're not.
We're still quite far from that. You know, I'm still hoping, it might be a bit of a stretch, but I'm still hoping that by our anniversary next year, we can get to at least 100 subscribers. So that's still a goal we have. I know it's already August, but you never know. It's August by the time we're watching this, late August.
Yep.
Yes, though we are still in July. Really mid-July. Really only the end of the second week of July. We are way ahead of schedule. It is crazy to think pretty soon we'll be starting in September and we won't even be in August, you know, at the time of recording.
Yeah.
So that will be crazy. The stuff we're going to be talking to you about will be out of date, but what can you do?
Shoot. He's immune to the sleep spell.
Ah.
But I'm staying lasting a lot longer than I
Yeah.
did the first time I encountered one of these.
Yeah, being a higher level does help.
Yep. Having better equipment helps too.
That too.
Yep. We've learned that the hard way on Final Fantasy.
Uh-huh, yeah. I think it's okay. I think we're just having a problem every once in a while with the sound, so bear with us on that one. I know some people get really upset when the sound is not pristine.
I see.
Myself included, but, you know. I think it was only like 1 or 2 people a while back.
Mm-hmm. I saw a village in the Gold Man.
The Gold Man. Okay.
Feeling fair against this dude. I'm scared.
Yeah. It is a little scary.
Spell will not work. Oh man.
Okay, I guess we just have to tough it out.
Yeah. Ah, good. You defeated him.
Ah, that's good.
Only 1 hit point. So somewhere between 1 and 6.
Yeah.
Monsters are scary, I have to be honest.
Yep.
I think this is the farthest I've gotten with this part of the world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so too.
A Wolf Lord.
A Wolf Lord. Wow. Huh.
Yeah,
Definitely has interesting character designs, doesn't
he
it?
does.
Yes.
Good. 76, nice.
Cool. Yep. Well, we're just trying our best over here to make some progress.
Yep.
We've
Trying
just,
to reach that village.
yep, and we've just been kind of hanging out here. We have another. We're having a time where Connor's staying over here at the house, and we've just been hanging out and
Yeah.
taking care of business. Having some fun watching TV shows,
Yep.
YouTube videos, playing video games. Whoa,
Whoa, Schneisel.
another dragon. Wow.
Yeah,
There's a dragon in the village. Scary.
it is.
Especially since we're not doing so hot.
Fudge!
No,
No, don't kill me.
No. Oh.
I was killed.
No.
No. Death should
Yeah,
not have taken.
Should not have taken the axe.
Yes. 583. Ah, good gravy. Sucks. Oh, we're gonna save at least. Yes, I'm gonna continue on this. Oh, I was making progress. I got killed by a green dragon.
Maybe.
He's mad that I killed his brother and kidnapped the princess.
Probably.
Oh my gosh.
And he must be terrorizing the village.
He must be.
Because I'm under the impression that in this game the dragons don't get along with people.
Nope. It's not at all like Final Fantasy
Yeah.
1, where they remember a time when humans and dragons used to coexist.
Yeah, we stumbled upon an island of a bunch of pacifist dragons.
Yeah,
Yeah, which was very interesting.
it was interesting.
Yeah, and it was a nice break because no enemies would spawn and attack you on that island.
Yeah. It was nice.
Yeah. A scorpion.
He missed me.
Yeah, we went to the mall yesterday, but I mean, it was. I just wish our mall was more lively. It seems half asleep.
Yeah, and
That a lot of malls are that way, sadly, in that area. And
so questionable. There's that one lady with her laptop that I was hearing about.
yeah, so this is shifty. Let us know if you've experienced something like this, but yeah, both of our radars were telling us not a good idea. So as we were leaving GameStop, and we can tell you about our horrible experience with that in a minute, this lady calls out to me and is like, do you know anybody who would like a brand new laptop for $20? It's brand new and it works perfect. And I said, no, sorry, I don't, because it sounded suspicious. And she was really, pushy. She reiterated how it's brand new laptop and it works fine, only $20. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't know anybody. Because, suspicious.
Who would buy a computer for $20?
Yeah, and she had her kid there with her, and I'm like,
Poor child.
I mean, it's just suspicious, because you don't sell a brand new computer. And, she claimed, I had 2 of them, and I don't need 2, so I'm selling this one. I was like, why would you have 2 brand new laptops? And if that's the case, why are you selling your extra one for 2? You don't look like an idiot to me. For $20, not 2. $20. You don't look like an idiot for me, brand new. I think it was a Chromebook, and I know Chromebooks aren't as expensive as other laptops, but they're still a couple $100, I believe.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was like, sorry, I don't know, and then, I feel like she again was saying something to try to tempt us. She's like, well, I'll give it to this guy and maybe he'll give me more than 20, we'll see. And I said, yeah, good luck. It just was really suspicious. Like, if she had come there solely for the purpose of giving it to GameStop, and yes, I'm name dropping GameStop because I don't care.
Yeah, same. I don't think you're gonna sponsor us anytime soon.
No, because we've been advocating for mom and pop stores.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't think if she had come with the intent of selling the laptop to GameStop, why would she try to sell it to somebody leaving the store?
Yeah.
Did she assume she'd get less than 20 from... I mean, GameStop's pretty slimy, but I don't think they're that slimy. I don't think they'd take a brand new Chromebook and say $20. I would certainly hope not, but
Yeah.
well, this is not good.
No, that night was.
Are we still a little underpowered?
I hope not, but.
Yeah, I hope not either, because I was kind of hoping to avoid too much grinding on camera.
Yeah, I've been trying not to.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know if it's.
Yeah.
Did you find that frequently asked or that walkthrough that I mentioned that recommends levels?
Yeah, I know we did the dragon a little under level, but we were able to do that, fight the dragon quite well. It was difficult, but we
Yeah.
were able to do it. I thought I would be A-okay going into that. I know that world is harder.
Mhm.
And we were able to hold our own for a while until we hit that green dragon.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, as for our GameStop experience, I don't know. Do you want to tell that one, or do you?
I guess we could. GameStop. It was the first time I've been in a GameStop in a very long time.
Yeah.
And the reason why was because last Christmas I received a GameStop gift card for about $50. So I figured, alright, well, I might as well use this whole thing. I noticed there are a lot less video games and a lot more merch
Yeah.
and a lot more trading card games at GameStop,
Yeah.
which weirds me out, honestly, because I thought this was supposed to be a video game store, not a everything else store. There were games, video games, but not a lot of video games as there used to be, I feel.
Yeah, well, I feel like they mostly focus on new games now. And while they do have used games, I did notice they didn't have a huge selection of used games. And they didn't really go... I think maybe the oldest we saw there was 3DS.
Yeah, 3DS, Wii U, and
Yeah.
maybe some PS3.
Yes, they had some PS3, but nothing older than that. So I think because they only have new games, they kind of just have everything organized neatly in their color-coded shelves. And I guess I can tell the story of what happened.
Sure.
Unless you want to tell it, but I know you kind of got into talking about that they don't really sell video games now. But they do. They just...
Right. Not a lot.
And they have merch, like, in the middle of everything.
Yeah, so I guess you can...
Yeah, so he was going in, we both went in, but mostly so he could use his gift card up. And, you know, picked out 3 games we wanted.
Yep. There were some Switch stuff.
Yes. Yeah, because this wasn't one of our retro game stores.
Right.
And then, you know, standing in line, and...
There was this guy
yeah.
with a backpack. And he brought 2 game systems and a controller. It looked dirty and dusty, and he was talking to the guy at the cashier, and he at first seems to be going well, doing alright, and then all of a sudden you feel free to step in if you catch a detail.
He, I guess he had a third-party controller.
Uh-huh.
So he was going on about, well, we can't take this because it's a third-party controller. So I can give you, because I think what he was doing was he was exchanging for a different console. I think that's what was going on. And he'll say, well, I'll have to give this to you without a controller. And do you have the original, because we can only do first-party controller. And he says, well, I have it, but it doesn't work really well. And he says, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I left it in, like, my home, which I'm not going to discuss
Right.
his hometown.
Right, we won't discuss that person's detail, but basically, they were in a situation where it would have been very inconvenient to go to their home and grab the controller.
Right.
So he was like, for whatever reason, he's like, okay, I'll buy a controller then. And for whatever reason, the cashier seemed hesitant to get him to do that. I don't know why. But then he did finally, he was like, well, we can do that if you want. But he seemed really like, why would you want to do that? But it's like, the thing is, he didn't want to go home without a controller for his new console.
Right.
So,
Understandable, because,
yeah.
well, when you want to play a game, you have to have something to control
yeah.
the system.
So I honestly think it's a little sleazy that he wasn't going to give him a controller for his new console just because he comes in with a third-party controller.
Yeah.
He could just say, well, you might have, maybe just like you'll have to pay for the controller. Like it won't be an equal exchange because we can't use the controller you brought us.
Right.
That to me would make more sense than just, oh, I have to give this to you without a controller. Because he's like, I'm not going to go home without a controller. Which I don't blame him. Why
I don't
would
blame
you?
the guy at all
Yeah.
for saying, well, I won't leave here without the controller.
Yeah. So anyway, we don't have to tell all the details about that, but it was a big mess. I overheard the other guy, he was buying a PS5, and the guy's like, oh, do you have a PlayStation 4? And he's like, yeah. He says, you should totally exchange it. And he's like, well, okay, but it doesn't really work that well. And he's like, that's fine.
Yeah, and that's when Kevin pulled to me and said, so that's what they do. They don't care if the game system's not working well.
I'm like,
they'll sell it anyway.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, great. He'll yeah, because I thought, I bought an Xbox 360 from them before, a refurbished one.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the white one, which I think is the Xbox 360 arcade. Let me know if I'm wrong. I always get the names mixed up between the two. But anyway, it did not work very well. It worked for a few weeks, and then it got to the point where, for whatever reason, it stopped recognizing game discs, and the discs were perfectly fine, but it would refuse to play games. It would act like I had a foreign region game when these were games I bought in the US.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah. So and then it got to the point where it really wasn't turning on, so I had to go exchange it. So, and I just thought, oh, well, this was a fluke or I thought it was the console problem, because when I looked it up later, they said, oh no, don't buy that 360, that one sucks. That's why they made the black one, because the white one sucks. And I'm like, oh. I'm like, well, that would have been nice to know. So I just assumed that the guy failed to tell me that
I caught him in one hit.
Wow, that's amazing.
It is amazing.
So yeah, I just assumed he failed to tell me about that, and that was pretty sleazy. But now, hearing how he reacted when the guy's like, but my PS4 doesn't really work, and he's like, that's fine, makes me think, they don't care about the quality of the console. And maybe they'll just fix it up enough to make sure it will at least play. And they don't really care if it holds up well. So that is also very sleazy because that shows a lack of integrity. Because even if something's refurbished, you gotta make sure it's working really well. I don't think it is fair to take in crap, give them very low credit for it, and then sell it for a much higher price. That is why we don't support GameStop. And
Yes.
when Connor was making his purchase, oh, your membership's expired. So I paid to renew it. He tried to squeeze by giving us the automatic renewal, but he said it so fast that Connor did not hear him. Luckily I did, and I said, "You want automatic renewal?" And he said no.
Another reason why I do enjoy shopping with Kevin by my side
Yeah.
is because he catches his stuff.
He added $10 per game for protection plan, so...
Which, that's fine.
Yeah, it just kept stacking on more
Yeah.
money.
But yeah, they keep jacking things
Yeah.
up, adding extra things to increase the prices. So they're effectively ripping you off in a way,
Yeah.
making you pay more for a small thing.
Yeah, and I felt like they were sleazy 10 years ago, so...
Yeah.
10, 20 years ago, so,
They haven't improved.
no.
Still-
No, I just bought from them back in the day because we really didn't have other options.
Yeah, they were the only choice, the only game in town. I still remember when they sold me an empty box.
Yeah, oh, and they also don't really check their games that they let people trade in very much, because 2 games I got from them had stickers on them of, like, rental stores.
Oh.
Now I'm hoping this is a rare case of the rental place was closing, so they sold their stuff. That would be giving the person the benefit of the doubt. But my honest concern, because GameStop existed when our rental stores still were open.
Yes.
My honest worry is that the guy, instead of bringing the game back, traded it in for a different game at GameStop, and GameStop didn't bother to check that it had it had the rental store logo on it, on the disc.
So they literally took a rental game as a donation.
Yes. And to me, I think at least they should question it, Because I know back in the day, those video rental stores would get pretty mad when you didn't return stuff, and they would come after you.
Right.
Because you would get late fees and all that. I have no idea what they would do if you're like, oh, I lost it or broke it. They'd probably make you pay for the
They
full price.
probably
Yeah.
would, considering you would be forced to pay if you lost a library book.
Yeah.
They'd make you pay if you broke a videotape or lost a video game.
Yeah.
On the plus side, I did increase my stats, but I
Yes.
should do more of that off screen.
Yes, we'll do some grinding off screen before the next part. We will go ahead and stop now since we only have about 1 more minute. So,
I'm gonna save it.
thank you guys so much for coming.
Thank you, everybody,
and
yeah.
we hope you were entertained by our one and probably many that you've heard horror stories with GameStop.
Yep.
And that's why we support our retro game stores.
Yep.
Alright guys, see you later.
Bye.
Bye.